Dragon Ball time! We are back with Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 now, and none other than Michael Damiani, One Piece maestro, anime enthusiast. Yeah, that's your title now, Damiani. You're the One Piece guy now, whether you like it or not.
Okay.
But Dragon Ball, the absolute staple of anime. We love Dragon Ball. Tell us about Xenoverse 3.
Yes, so Xenoverse 3, the latest entry in the Xenoverse series. I hadn't really followed these games before. But,
I have. I love Xenoverse. Xenoverse is sick as hell.
Well, it's a new setting. Go. A new setting, a new age. It's taking place in Age 1000, which is the distant future, a futuristic setting. It's set in a new city. I think it's called West City. And new characters. This is the biggest thing. I'm not sure if they've done this before, but they're
trying
showed
to break
anime
free of the Dragon Ball shackles.
Yeah. Yes, so new characters. I have their names in just a second, but the theme of the game is connection, they were saying. And I think I get it because it's like connecting like the past generation with the future generation, because when they were talking about like Goku and Vegeta and like the past heroes, they were talking about it in the past tense. Like they're not, they said like they used to protect the world. I'm like, wait, used to? Like
that's actually a really fun element, Damiani. That's like a revival series. I love that trope of like, yo, these iconic legends are in the past. It's time for a new generation. Like that, and not only in the past, but like a long time ago. That's really fun.
Now, caveat here is that sometimes, you know, with these storied franchises, you can't quite let go of the past completely. And so,
of course,
Bulma's in it somehow. Bulma returns. And
Android Bulma, 100%.
People were like murmuring, like, you know, Android, what's up?
Android
Bulma.
Bulma.
Who knows what that? But also, you see, is in the beginning of the demonstration. So this was a hands-off demonstration they gave us. They showed a little bit of like the opening, kind of your apartment area, the city, West City, which serves as like the hub environment, and in one of the first mission, or not first mission, one of the missions we could do, which is in like an Ice Valley environment. But walking out of your apartment, you walk into like, you see like Vegeta. But he's just standing there lifeless, and it's like, wait, what's going on? Why is Vegeta here? And they kept teasing us like, maybe you'll find out. And it's tied to a gameplay mechanic later. So it's not actually Vegeta. It's not actually Piccolo, who is also in there. Not also like Goku. But there is a gameplay mechanic that invokes those past heroes and allows you to play as them in a certain manner. But starting off, it's a create a character game. So you do create your own character. Yeah. They had 2 pre-made characters for us to check out. But the races are going to be important. So you have like, we're revealing Earthlings and Saiyans. And so Saiyans will have the ability to go Super Saiyan. They set up to Super Saiyan level 3. How are you not going to make a
Saiyan? I mean, give me a break.
Yeah. They can go up to level 3. So the demo starts in your room. It's going to serve as kind of like your home base of operations. It was really messy. They said apparently you can clean it up and decorate it a little bit more later. But, you know, at the beginning, it's just like a kind of...
I cannot handle any kind of clutter or mess. It freaks me out. I'm already anxious.
It was really, really cluttered, unfortunately. And then you run into one of the new main characters who looks like a Goku-esque, young Goku-esque character named Brett. So you play in 4-player, 4-player squads. You have all of your characters. You create a character, and your teammates. They all have typical Dragon Ball attacks. And you can use your teammates to extend combos. So when like you're attacking an enemy, you can call them in to like extend it, and then jump back in and do that. And so you have special powers, like your basic special powers on the right side and of the HUD, bottom right, they're on cooldowns, and then you have your super attacks, which are called soul abilities. And soul abilities are the thing that invoke the past heroes, where you can just outright transform into Vegeta or Goku or whoever. And it comes with like, it's a temporary thing. It's not permanent, but you can use it in combat. It's kind of the reward for reaching your super. They are some of the bread and butter stuff that's been in a lot of these Dragon Ball games returning. Like if you do like a perfect guard, you can instant replenish your ki. Like ki is going to be essential. So like your abilities, your ki, and then when you're depleted, you got to stand there and go charge up. Get your. Oh, that was my cat who knocked my computer or something over.
Honestly, the trailer Damiani makes me want
we hear you, but we don't
anime.
see you.
Yeah, they disconnected my camera. Sorry, 1 second.
I'm wide now.
I'm just gonna fill the dead air by saying I want this as an anime show. Like this is like Boruto vibes, like Next Generation. Let's go. Like how many times can we do the Saiyan saga, the Namek saga, the Majin Buu saga?
Yeah, no, I feel that way all the time with these. I'm really glad
yeah.
that they're branching out to try to make a new story.
Totally, Blood. Take some risks. It's the only way. It's Dragon Ball kind of fits into that Star Wars vibe of like we're always so tied to this era and these characters. It's like let's break free of that. Let's get out of that comfort zone.
Okay. Sorry about that. Sid just got a little bit of case of the zoomies. So Ice Valley, you're fighting like remedial enemies, like just like regular bad guys. Then you get to it concluded with a boss fight against Broly.
Sick. Classic.
Of course. And with Broly, you had to use the environment to dodge certain attacks. You had to like line of sight some of his like super abilities because they were just like devastating.
How many times have we fought Broly at this point?
I know. They did it as the Earthling, and then they switched over to the Saiyan and showed us going up to Super Saiyan and having like a little bit of an easier time dealing with Broly as a Super Saiyan there. So. You're flying around. It's like the thing. I like honestly, it looked like decent enough, like more of what you expect from these types of the Xenoverse or Kakarot or any of the non-fighting game Dragon Ball 3D games. The only and it's you were talking about while I was getting my camera fixed. Ushering in a new generation, Unfortunately, we are no longer with Akira Toriyama, so it's going to be a challenge for them to move forward with the narrative and what they're going to be doing with it and how they're going to bring in, newer generations of fans, and this seems like an attempt at it. But at the same time, I obviously I did not get to play it, and it's obviously not out yet, but just the visual test, it's still the same thing that I've seen for I feel like 15 plus years now in terms of like the Saiyan flying around gameplay. I'm not really sure what else you could really do with that, but it still looks and I'm going to imagine it feels mostly the same. So if that's what you're wanting and expecting, it obviously very much looked like that and felt like it was going to be more of that.
I want Donkey Konga just like split a mountain open. Just have like a punch that creates a huge canyon or something.
Love that.
Maybe eventually. I mean, they have things that can not just mountains, man, maybe planets.
Did you get any whiff or sniff of Nappa?
No, I did not. Although they did have some enemies wearing like the traditional scouter outfits, and great. I don't think we're gonna see Nappa probably, but the outfits are still living on in some form.
Of course, iconic.
I know, small disappointment, but it's all right.
Yeah, all good. Dragon Ball, it always feels good. Dragon Ball is totally one of those things where it's like if you're in, you're in, and it feels good that it is just continuing to stick around. Of course, it's a new era without Toriyama.
Yeah.
Oh,
so we'll see
I
how
said
this
Donkey
one.
Kong, didn't I? Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Okay, I thought you said.
Yeah.
I mean, we can get a Dragon Ball rhythm game too. Bandai Namco did that. Anyways.
That would be sick, Blood. That would be sick. Of
and
course.
I believe it's coming out next year, 2027. I believe.
2027, coming out on the consoles. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. So more Dragon Ball to come. And we are Easy Allies. If you like this preview, check out our previous Summer Game Fest coverage.
Yep, there's a whole playlist there.
Yeah, whole playlist. Check it out. And we continue to keep thriving because of your generous donations on patreon.com/easyallies. So if you like this video, check all of that out. See you next time.